Say hello. Say hello, Betty.
Knickers, knackers, knockers, hello, Betty. Love.
Well, since Her late Majesty passed away,
Yeah.
with, did you know we've got a new king?
We've got
King
some
Charles
news.
III.
Yes.
And if I happen to have to listen to the fucking detritus and stupidity of, who are normally very good newscasters in studio, the ones on outside broadcast are milling around trying to pick any bit of scrap they can from the general public, and asking the most inane and stupid questions.
Yeah.
The one thing that really made me giggle is when that young lad on GB television, which I do happen to watch because he's good eye candy, better.
Is it?
So, and now, Alistair Stewart, but I'm surprised he didn't turn around. It's totally ridiculous that we now have a new national anthem. No, we haven't. The
New
genders,
words.
the genders
Different
changed
words.
as it did when Her Majesty came to the throne, and it's not new because it was inaugurated in 1745.
I've known nothing else. But his,
Were you alive in 1745, or was that quarter? Is that quarter to six?
well, yeah. That's right. Yeah, but it was strange listening to them singing it outside the palace. They're singing the.
Well, I kept. I know.
The new.
With the new words.
Yeah.
You know, the fact is that national anthem is not just the national anthem of the United Kingdom. It is national anthem for places that have nothing to do with the United Kingdom. It has been used. It's and not even the Commonwealth.
No.
Some of them have used that national anthem then as a national anthem for them, and have nothing to do with the UK at all,
Right.
or 1745.
But she's been to 100 countries.
Oh, got King Charles II. King
third.
Charles II. That's the third, isn't it?
Yes.
And that silly cow, who had been going on pontificating with her friend on this morning, the BBC version, the Indian lady, and she's normally Jack Krabati or whatever her name is, was going on about, now we have a new king, King Charles III, and then halfway through she started calling him Prince Charles III.
Well, it probably is to some people. Some idiots.
And one or two people who say, oh, he shouldn't be king. Well, you don't know your history very well.
You should.
Because if you go back to
all I didn't like was her being well, she's rightly Queen Consort because it said so.
But times have changed.
Yes.
If Her late Majesty, with the King and Queen Consort, have been married now for 17 years,
Yeah, that's right.
and she has really shown how good she is at the job of being there for the King, I can't see the reason why these people are going, oh, William should be. No, William is now Prince of Wales.
Prince of Wales. He's the next one.
And he's taken on the responsibility of the Prince's Trust. He's taken on the Duchy of Cornwall. He's taken on all of that, the Duchy of Lancaster. All of that has fallen into his lap. And God knows how long King Charles III is going to last, because he's 72, 73.
Whatever he is, yeah. He's not much older than me.
And with his
I don't know
he's always looked after himself.
Yeah, hasn't he?
I mean, the Queen Consort hasn't. She smokes.
It was nice being behind him.
Well, I thought when he came from coming to the gates of Buckingham Palace, and they all stopped and got out and did that. I think her diligence of standing away back until he had finished with the public, and then walking up and down with the flowers and all that.
Right. That was good.
And to actually see yesterday, or was it this morning, Princess Anne in tears, because of course the coffin's now on its way to Aberdeen, then it goes to Holyrood, and the Duchess of Wessex almost beside herself, and she's saying, thank you. I'm welling up now thinking about it. That's how
Yeah.
close these real people are, because they're family too, no matter whatever
right.
these cunts seem to think that, they're in a privileged position. They were born into it and know nothing different. And not one of them, apart from the stupidity of Andrew, who has shown diligence and respect for his late mother,
Yeah, it has.
and the attitude of the public, when he was actually putting his hands together and thank and doing the same thank you,
Yeah.
just goes to show these people are human beings.
Yeah. Definitely. Are you trying to get me drunk?
Well, I thought you finished. We were doing this.
No, I'm seeing
He
how much
sits
is left.
there,
Well,
and we got no.
I'm having
And
a wank.
notice. Can we just notice
I'm having a
today?
wank.
Because I've done good deeds, got all the bits. Because we were going to do it yesterday. Do you know it's Irish?
We're going to do it before. When she passed, we were going to do it that day.
Oh yeah, we were, weren't we? And
So
we,
you said no, and then I said
then
tomorrow.
I said
and you
no. Yeah,
And then
I
you got the shits.
No,
You
on
got
the
the
day
shits
she
at
died,
3.
because I'm convinced she died much earlier than people are saying. We were going to go then, but I said no, something's going on.
Well, ours says 2:15 in the morning. It said, somebody said.
Well, I believe she died that early morning.
Yeah.
I don't know, because
Yeah.
when it came up, because the Prime Minister had gone in to give the energy statement. And people were trying to say this, that and the other. Now, already, they were in black.
Yeah,
So they
couldn't
must have
understand that.
known, I've got
I
to get on.
couldn't understand
She
that.
kept on saying, I've got to get on, I will give way, I've got to, and so did
I got
Keir
it.
Starmer.
I
I've got to get on, I've got to go. Now they knew. Soon as they'd finished that, the Speaker gets up 12:20 and says the Queen is in medical supervision. Well, I probably think that's probably the embalmers,
She's comfortable.
and she's comfortable. Well, she's got no worries in the world now, has she? But I'm sitting there, and I
don't know where
actually,
up to
and when I
Peter.
was watching these people, I started to well up, and I
Yeah.
said, I know she's gone.
Yeah.
This is all bullshit. I know she's gone because the weather people were in black.
Yeah.
Um,
All of them in Commons were in black.
I think every single one, including our OB
Yeah.
reporters,
And
were all
everybody
in black.
that turned up at the where was it? Balmoral were all in black. Everybody that turned
Well, yeah,
up.
when they all got, or you can wear grey. You do know you can wear,
yeah.
and the Duchess of Wessex was in grey, which is also or lilac, which is a morning colour.
They
And
come
when
in
they got
afternoon.
off that Learjet, or wherever that sort of jet is, I'm sitting there so close to my, it went out of focus. All the protection officers come off, all the people around the plane. Then the 4 members, there was 7, but there was only 4 that got off because both duchesses had stayed with the kids.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh,
The
only
kids won't
close
come.
family." Then, well, I'm telling you, so if you're the mother of heir apparent,
Baron, yeah.
heir presumptive
You
to
don't
the
want
throne,
them to be
and the
there.
heir apparent to the throne,
You don't want to fly in the same
you
jet.
don't. Well, no, it's not that. They've got the kids to look after.
Well, that-
Those
yeah.
children have just gone to school for the first
Yeah,
time.
that's right.
I can't believe the stupidity of these people. Now, I like to think I know my history, and I do. And when it comes down to the members of the royal family, and I was very lucky, I attended Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey, the whole lot. When Michael and Marcus were working for Her Majesty, Michael was the insignia clerk to the Royal Chancery of Knighthood, so he had a close relationship with the Queen and and the then Prince of Wales and all that, because he was doing all the investitures.
Yeah.
And then Marcus, his other half, right, was the registrar to the Lord Chamberlain. So they were quite high up.
They were.
So I was given an insight, which I kept secret at the time, of what really goes on, And they used to laugh, some of the Queen mothers walking down, oh, here she comes, come on then, like that. And they weren't being disrespectful because they were working in a household.
Yeah.
And then all this stuff about this photograph of 2 servants getting a plane with armfuls of corgis. I just sat there, who's going to look after the Queen's dog? She's got 1 dog. The rest of arrested gun dogs. The arrested gun dogs, and that coming down the stairs was the Queen Mother's butler, William, known as Backstairs Billy, who got thrown out when the Queen Mother died in 2002 by the royal household, and probably members of the royal family, but I don't know, and probably the household actually. And he then died penniless, drunk, and was often found in the street, worse for wear.
Yeah.
He died 2007. So you're telling me that man coming down the steps with all those corgis, oh, are they here now? Or is it just, why can't these fucking people look at the history?
Oh.
I don't understand it.
They don't last forever.
And then you get people who make assumptions, and because they don't know my great interest in quizzes and understand, which I was terrible at school, fucking dreadful at school. But I do happen to have a degree in some form of education, and I have an inquiring mind. And it's nice to know the reality of it, rather than what history likes to make of it. You know, that's why I say if I ever watch episodes of The Crown, and I said, oh, very, very pretty, but that didn't happen.
No.
It's all been embellished.
Probably, yeah.
You know.
To make a good programme.
No, it really, I mean, it is a good programme. Yeah. I mean, they can't, luckily, the fifth that's going to be out next year is the final series. They've just got to, I think, when... they've just got to. They've had about 5 different queens playing the part. Nelda Staunton. They've had what's the name and all that. All very well done. The only one that I didn't take to is the person playing Prince Charles. The younger version was dreadful. And then they had what's the name? Helena Bonham Carter playing Princess Margaret. Who's coming back as Nolly Gordon. Have you heard this? They did drama of Nolly Gordon and Helen Bonham Carter. She doesn't look too bad.
Didn't she?
That's coming out next year.
It's only because he's directed it, probably.
No, he hasn't. Nothing.
Oh, no. Because that's what she's been doing before, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, well, you would do that, wouldn't you? You know. It's like when...
Although she was good in Sweeney Todd.
It's like when you think of Margaret Rutherford. Refused to do the Marple films, and as her husband was in it, and they created Stringer, Mr. Stringer. And his name is Stringer Davis. Well, they called him, his name's John Davis, but they called him Stringer Davis. So they called him Mr. Stringer. So they recreated Agatha, which is mentioned in my last show with, what's his name?
Yeah.
Catelyn.
Yeah.
I kept on calling Caitlin. He said, where did you get the idea? It's Catelyn.
Yeah.
It's going on over there.
I don't know.
Well, why are they red lights? That's...
It's a doctor or something.
Doctor is a green light.
Oh, is it?
As is a vet. Did you know that?
Bet. It's fucking puddles. No. Look, puddles.
Puddles.
Poodles. That's what they should have now. Poodles instead of corgis.
Geez, the Queen's not just had bloody corgis. She's had Labradors.
Sure she has.
Her favourite dog, with her first ever corgi she had, was called Susan. Queen Victoria's favourite dog was called Dash. The first one she ever had, when she was allowed to have it, the stupidity of her under the Kensington system with the Duchess of Kent, as she was then, who was actually from Belgium. See, I know my stuff. I don't want to profess being a show-off, but no, it's like several people we know who will remain nameless, who have attended occasionally with drinks, who will then come up with something that is so well known or well thought of, or is basic common sense. And I look at Betty and I go, all right, okay, just don't say nothing, don't say nothing. just go, oh yes, I know. So it turns out being a bit like Prunella Scales in 40 times. Oh, I know, which is about as condescending as I can come to. Don't tell. I'm not saying that I'm the most intelligent person in the world, but I do have to say sometimes I listen to some people and I say, what fucking bullshit are you coming out with? Pathetic.
I try not to. Try not to. Sometimes.
You're actually a very good listener, but when, you know, we've done a couple of programs, you know, where other people have been involved, like Kevin and all that. And if somebody's on one train of thought, you're not the only, I do it too. You're on a train of thought and you're going halfway through it, then it's interrupted, then I find it quite difficult to get the train of thought back to what was I saying? You know, and I've come to the conclusion that probably it's a good idea not to worry about it because probably I was bullshit in the first place.
Well, who knows?
I just like to point out this conjuncture. This is quite low alcohol. Oh, not too bad. I think they're only about 4%.
Yeah, they're
4% by mine. And but then these ones, the Magners don't have the bits in, do they?
Sorry?
The Magners don't have the bits in because the other one.
Just had some bits.
That's how they make it go purple.
Lovely.
These were strong purples. That is a line from Shakespeare. There's another car over there now.
There is.
Mind you, I do know what is going on down there.
There's somebody in front of it.
Yeah, I do know what's going on. That's why people are going, it's all a bit arsed about post. It's the fucking cyclists, isn't it, today?
Oh, is it? What, nude or
No.
fully clothed?
Oh, I remember seeing the nude cyclist the first time. Fuck, you know. Oh, don't go and put something on.
Some of them are alright.
All the saggiest tits you've ever seen in your life. Bloody
I don't look at tits.
fannies down, they're all hanging out like piss flaps. Well, I've only had half a can. No, that's why that's there. Yeah, I've just remembered because coming down, I thought, hold on, I'd love to go round that way.
It was a bit late for them though.
The only thing I noticed coming to you earlier was there's not many stewards on the route. You know, and dare one of those cyclists get into the road when there is a cycle lane all the way down the Lewis Road, that's a punishable offence.
Was it?
Luckily I didn't see one.
I wouldn't I think there's a police car in front of it.
Oh, I can't be arsed.
Yellow and something or other. Hey, by gum, does your belly touch your bum?
Well, they're still coming this way. I think it's, yeah, is that a police car?
I think so. One in front.
Is that still on? So how long have we done on that? God, it's nearly 20 minutes. So I think Betty.
Yeah.
Shall we say goodbye, Betty?
Goodbye, Betty.
And I'll see you later on
Love
this
you.
glorious day. And
Love you
God
all.
rest her soul. You know what Prince George said, who's the heir presumptive now to the throne, when he was told that Gang, as she's called, Granny, had died. Oh, now at least she's with Grandpapa. Now, isn't that nice?
Well, he's right. Well, we hope he's right.
That was actually imparted by the Duchess herself. So, entering a new era. Bye.